Hello and welcome. How are you today, everyone? My name is Brandy Murphy, Director of nutraMetrix Training and Field Development, and I thank you for taking the time to join us today as we talk about how you can market your nutraMetrix products online. So we're going to go through a couple of different tools that you have access to today, and we're going to talk about how you and your staff can use those tools to minimize the amount of inventory you need to have in your practice and to streamline the implementation process for reorders in the practice. We know that patients are already buying products online. We know that patients are looking to be able to reorder products online, but how easy are we making it for them? And so I want to talk about a couple of things with you today, just some tips to give you so that if your patients who maybe leave your office with a box of the daily essentials packets and they're not going to see you again for another 4 to 5 months and that box runs out after 30 days, how are they going to reorder those products? Are they going to call you, which they may call you, they may stop in the office and pick some up, but why not build into your implementation strategy some online reordering tools for the patients who do already shop online? So I want to share with you, and I know you may have heard me talk about this before on another session, when we have our live events for health professionals, our health professional product and implementation trainings, I always go over during one of the lunch sessions and I sit down at lunchtime and I talk to the health professionals that are there. And I ask them how many of them are using their website and how many of them know what their website address is for their nutraMetrix website. And a lot of them don't, right? They just send the patients to nutraMetrix.com. Well, what I want to share with you is if your patients are not already registered on nutraMetrix.com through our PC registration process, which could be done on unfranchise.com, it could be done on the nutraMetrix staff back office by a staff member, or it could be done on the nutraMetrix website itself by a patient. But if the patient just goes to nutraMetrix.com without anything after that, and they try to register, they're going to be put into a batting order and assigned to another practitioner that might not be you. And that's not what you want. You want to make sure that when a patient goes to nutraMetrix.com to reorder, they're already logged into the system as a PC, preferred customer. And so by registering them as PCs up front, when they make their first purchase, for example, in your office, you can register them as a PC. Then every time that they go to nutraMetrix.com, and that's all they have to type in is nutraMetrix.com, when they log in with their email address, they'll automatically be tagged to you, and you as the health professional will get credit for that sale. You'll earn the retail profit on that sale, and you'll earn the points that are associated with your commissions, the BV, the business volume points, or the business value points. So I want to make sure that you understand the importance of having a staff member or yourself register the patients either on the site in front of you, in Unfranchise, or in the staff back office. So I also want to talk about, before we can do any of that, we need to make sure that your nutraMetrix website is even set up. A lot of times when I sit down with the health professionals and I ask them what their website address is, they don't know because it's never been set up. So let me show you that. I'm going to go actually log into Unfranchise. I'm going to share my screen with you. So I'm going into Firefox. We're going to share that. We're going to click into, looking at unfranchise.com. If I can move my screen so that the Zoom menu option is not there. There we go. So we're going to go into unfranchise.com and we're going to look at, under my account, we're going to go to nutraMetrix first. So when we click on nutraMetrix, we're going to go to HP Portal Admin. And when we click on HP Portal Admin, it's going to, because my account, my test account is already set up, it's going to ask me to select my website, which is going to be nutraMetrix.com/my name. And what you want to think about is when you're naming your website, you want it to be something very easy for your patients to remember. So maybe it's nutraMetrix.com/your practice name. Although you may have a practice name that may exist in other states or other cities. So if that's the case, then you're going to need to maybe go with your individual health professional name. But you get to choose and you'll be able to see what's available and what's not available when you go to set that up. But when you select the website, I just want to remind you, you can look at a couple of different things here. You can change how your name displays, and I do have another session where we talked about using tools in the Unfranchised back office where we went through this. So this might be some of a review for you, but I do want to make sure that you have your nutraMetrix.com website set up. Under the specialty, you can choose what your practice type is. You can put whether you have any secondary degrees or secondary specialties. You can choose whether you want your post-nominals to be displayed. If you don't want them displayed, you can type them in after your last name over here on the profile. And by doing that, you'll be able to have your name written the way that you normally would write it on your business cards. You can put in your business address. You can put in all of the contact information. You can put in the practice website listed here. You could put in any insurance plans accepted. You can talk about your office hours, and then you update your portal settings. So once you've done that, once you've created your portal, now you have your nutrametrix.com/ whatever name you chose website to be able to share with people. And then you want to make sure that your staff knows how to register the patients as a preferred customer. And that's a separate session. We have separate sessions in our learning management system about registering them as preferred customers in Unfranchise, as well as using the staff back office to register them. But they don't have a website to go to if this step isn't done where the website has been set up. Now, you may also want to take a look at under My Account, and you go to account settings. I just want to make sure that you're aware of all the different things that are available for you to set up. Make sure that your direct deposit information has been set up, which you do here. Go under My Services, and you have other websites that you have access to as well. So I went under My Services, Website Administration. And you'll notice that you have lots of different websites available to you. You have an Isotonics website available to you. You have a shop.com website available to you. And you can edit any of these so that you can set them up as well. Now, you're a nutraMetrix health professional, so why might you want to set up a shop.com website? Well, under shop.com, we have thousands of partner stores, and your patients who are already registered as preferred customers under nutraMetrix, they might go online and go to the Google or whatever their favorite search engine is and look for a pair of shoes or a piece of exercise equipment, and the shop.com results might show up in search. And if they're already registered to you on your nutraMetrix website, they can also shop through your shop.com website if it's set up to do that. And you would earn those commissionable points called IBV on your account for any purchases they make. So even if you're not promoting your shop.com website, it's helpful to have it set up just in case a patient is searching for something and the shop.com result shows up in the search engine, and when they click on it to buy, you could get credit for that even without doing any extra work to promote it. So I just wanted to share that with you. Now let's actually go to a nutrametrix.com website, and I want to show you what it looks like if you haven't seen it. I'm hoping you're familiar with the nutrametrix.com site, but some of you might not be. So now we are on my website, and I just want to show you that all of that information that I just showed you in the nutrametrix.com web portal administration area, it displays when you click on either the health professional's name or under your health professional. So if I was going to click there, you notice I didn't put a lot of information in. It's just a test or demo site for me. So I did put in my address and the phone number there. I did put in just a little bit of information, but that's what the patients would see if you've changed your post-nominals, if you've put in the practice information or your insurance information, they would see that all here. Now, I do want to show you at the bottom of every screen on the nutrametrix.com website, see this little link button here? When you click on this link button, it's going to give you the full contact information that is specific to you. You want to make sure that anytime you're sharing something from nutrametrix.com, you get the link from here instead of from up here. This is the best way to ensure that you're giving the link that includes your identifying information to your patients. So let's say, for example, you wanted to send a patient some information on our best-selling product, OPC3. And you went to the website and you searched for OPC3 and you picked the one that you want. We have several different versions of OPC3, but in this case, you wanted to pick the Isotonics OPC3. When you click on here, again, if you want to send this to a patient in an email or a text, to give them the appropriate link to make sure that they are going to your page, especially if they're not registered as a preferred customer yet, you're going to want to scroll all the way down to the bottom and grab the link from right here. Now, If they are already registered as a preferred customer, you might not need to do that, because as soon as they go to check out and they put in their email address, it'll automatically tie that patient back to your portal. But if they're not registered yet, making sure you grab the link from the appropriate spot is really important. So I just wanted to make sure that you are aware of that, because that's how you get tracked for the credits. You'll notice if you go up into this area and you try to copy the link and you paste it somewhere, the only thing that gets pasted is nutraMetrix.com, and all of the identifying cookies that are after that, they disappear when you try to copy and paste it from there. So you want to make sure you get it from the share link at the bottom. Now, where else can you put links to this website so that it's easy for your patients to find it? And I'm going to go ahead and do what you're never supposed to do, and that's make an assumption, right? You know what people say about making assumptions. But I'm going to assume that most of our health professionals have some sort of practice website that they use, even if worst case scenario, their practice website is their Facebook page. They probably have somewhere where they're sending their patients to learn about the practice, or where they're hoping new patients might learn about their practice. So even if you want to put as a link on your Facebook page your nutraMetrix.com link, you could grab the link from here. If you're going to be talking about your practice website, and you want to have a link off to your nutraMetrix website so that you can just say to your patients, go to the practice website and you can find our products by linking off to nutraMetrix. That's one way of doing it. But let's talk about your practice website for a second. Is your practice website up to date? Does it adequately reflect all of your services that you're providing today? Does it adequately reflect all of your staff members and health professionals that work in your practice today? I can't tell you how often I've gone in to do an implementation in a particular practice, and we look at their website and they're like, oh, that's all out of date. So while you're looking at launching your nutraMetrix implementation and you're reevaluating how you're going to be implementing nutraMetrix into your practice, I'm going to encourage you to take this time to do a website audit for your practice. And if you are not happy with your current website, I'm going to encourage you to talk to your nutraMetrix consultant and see if they have any web center owners on their team that they could refer you to. So I just want to share with you, we have, through Market America, which is the parent company of nutraMetrix, we have a whole nother division that focuses on digital marketing solutions for business owners. And as a health professional, you may want to explore the nutraMetrix affiliation with MA Web Centers to see if you can update your website and save money and create a better producing website for your practice. Now, the MA Web Centers platform, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because you can actually talk to a MA Web Center specialist and they can do an evaluation of your practice website. But I just wanted to show you, if you go to mawebcenters.com, you can see the types of websites that are created through our MA Web Centers program. There's dozens of examples for you to look at. They're all responsive. They're all beautiful. I'm just going to show you one thing on here that I want you to take a look at. If you go under web design, we're just launching, and you'll learn more about this in the next month or so. We're just launching a new service called Oasis. And Oasis has these beautifully designed templates that can be completely customizable for your practice. But let's just type in, I'm going to do a little search here and type for medical. And I'm going to give you just one example of what the practice website can look like. So here's one for a medical clinic. Again, this is just a template, a standard template that could be completely customized. And either you could customize it if you have somebody on staff that's good with web design, or through MA Web Centers, we have an entire design services program where they can design it for you based on your goals. So if you click on this, I just want to show you what it means by responsive. By responsive, it means whether somebody's looking at it on their computer, on a tablet, or on a website, the site will be optimized for the best view. And so here, if we scroll down through the tablet, it's going to look a little bit different. If we look on the phone, it's going to be a little bit different, but you can completely customize each of these services. So I just wanted to be able to share that with you as an option. That while you're doing a website audit for your traditional practice website, you may want to consider exploring how MA Web Centers could help you bring your website current or launch a new website for yourself. And one of the things that's really exciting about this is for each month that you have hosting through MA Web Centers, you earn BV on your website purchase, which would accrue even towards your HP1 commissions or your HP executive commission. So you can get paid on having a website that best suits your practice. The other thing that I wanted to point out here is oftentimes when I'm working with a practice, they have somebody that is maybe their administrative assistant or one of the nurses or somebody that works in the practice also helping with marketing the practice. And oftentimes those people, although they're really trying hard to market the practice, they may not be a specialist in digital marketing. And so we offer through MA Web Centers digital marketing services as well. So things like Google and Facebook ads. You don't need to try to figure that out on your own. If you want to be able to grow your practice and attract new clients, not just to your nutraMetrix program, but to all the services that you provide in your practice, why not invest in having somebody help you do that instead of experimenting and trying to do it on your own and maybe not getting the best bang for your advertising bucks? So we have digital marketing specialists, social media specialists, and SEO specialists that can help you with that. There's even text messaging marketing if you want to be able to have text messaging platforms to be able to help stay in contact with your patients through Morse Connect. So there's a lot of great digital marketing tools that you may not have been aware of. And so to learn more about that, talk to your NC, find out if they have a Web Center specialist on the team that can help you because they have a vested interest in helping you. But also check out mawebcenters.com. That's the website that I'm showing you right now, where you can be learning more about this. So with that said, I do also want to share with you that we have some other tools. Once you have your website up and going, do you have a blog on your website? Are you staying in contact with your patients by writing blog articles that can help educate them on lifestyle factors or wellness initiatives that you're doing? And can you feature your nutraMetrix products in any of those blogs? Then if you write the blogs, you can share the blogs on your Facebook page or whatever your favorite social media platform is. And then by offering those social media tools, maybe you'll get more engagement of either new patients or patients that are willing to do new services with you or buy products through your nutraMetrix line for that. So we also, I'm going to stop sharing the website here. And I'm going to go back and I want to actually share a PowerPoint with you now about something called our APN program. And I just want to give you a quick update of what's available in APN right now and some of the tools that are coming soon through our APN. And let's talk about what APN stands for. It stands for Affiliate Publisher Network. What it was really designed for was for people that have a large social media influence, bloggers and things like that, that wanted to be able to promote products to their audience through the Market America and nutraMetrix platforms. So if you can learn more about this by going to affiliate.shop.com, but you're going to find that that's mostly geared for people that do not have a nutraMetrix account or an unfranchised account. So you're going to see they can sign up on affiliate.shop.com to be an affiliate, and they can earn up to about 15% on average in commissions on selling the products that we have in our Market America catalog. Now, why is it about 15%? Because they are going to be splitting that commission with an unfranchised owner. But since you are already an unfranchised owner, you're not going to get this 15% commission. You're going to get the full retail profit plus the full business volume amount that would contribute towards your commission. So even though you're going to see that this affiliate.shop.com is really geared for non-unfranchised owners, unfranchised owners and health professionals can use it as well. So every unfranchised owner in the back office, again, I'm not going to leave and go back into unfranchise.com, but I have a couple of screen captures for you to look at. If you go under my account, there is under my services, there's a setting for the Affiliate Publisher Network. When you click on that, it's going to take you to the section below that shows you what your publisher ID is. And that's what's going to link any of the products that you choose to feature on your blog or website, and it's going to tie them back to you. So your patients, even if they're not registered as preferred customers, the system will know that they came from a blog article that you wrote about a particular product. So currently, as of today, there is some limited functionality with the nutraMetrix products that I want to point out to you, but I also want to show you what we're working on, which is really exciting, which will be launched in the next month or two. So right now, you can go in and you can search for any of the nutraMetrix products. Again, it's under my account, my services, Affiliate Publisher Network. Basically, let me just go back one screen. If we go here, so if I were just to scroll down a little bit below this image, the next thing it would say would be search for your products. So in this case, to grab this screen capture, I selected vitamin D as my search result. And now here is my vitamin D. So if I click on this, it's going to give me a link that I could embed in my blog article, or I could embed in on my practice website to be able to promote vitamin D to patients directly on there. Now, when the patient clicks on that vitamin D image, it's going to take them directly to my nutrametrix.com site. So I don't have to worry about them just going to nutrametrix.com and getting lost in finding the vitamin D. Maybe they get distracted by something on the homepage. It's going to take them specifically to the product that I want them to learn about. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples of some health professionals who have used these in their blog articles. So here we have a health professional that wrote an article about aloe juice on her practice website. And you'll notice everywhere where Ultimate Aloe is listed, it's a different color. It's a different color because it's hyperlinked. What she did is when she wrote the article, or when her social media person wrote the article, they just hyperlinked the name of the product. And when you hover over it with your cursor on her actual website, it would take you to the link where they could buy the Ultimate Aloe. So that's one way of using the products to be able to market them online on your website. Here's another article where she did something a little bit different. She used something called the Widget Wizard. Now, this is where we have that limited functionality. Currently, nutraMetrix branded products are not available in the Widget Wizard, but the consumer line of products is. So for example, this is the isotonics magnesium instead of the nutraMetrix magnesium, but in the very near future, 1 to 2 months, we're going to have the nutraMetrix products in the Widget Wizard, and you'll be able to add your favorite nutraMetrix branded products. So what she did here, she wrote an article about immune health, and then she picked some of her favorite immune supporting products and put them in the Widget Wizard. And again, this one's branded as shop.com because at the time that she created this, the nutraMetrix version wasn't ready yet. It's going to be ready in about a month or two. You'll be able to create this Widget Wizard that lists all of the products that were mentioned in the blog article, and then the patient can add to the cart right from there. Now, with the Widget Wizard, it doesn't direct them back to nutrametrix.com to make the purchase. It actually allows them to make the purchase directly in that wizard. They can check out right there. So you're going to see more about that. I'll have another video that comes up in the near future that talks in more detail about how to use the nutraMetrix Widget Wizard and how to promote products that way. You can also use the TLS products in the Widget Wizard. So if you're going to be running a TLS class, you can do that. Here's another example. This one is for a fitness center, but they created an energy kit. And so the patients can either add the entire kit to the cart and check out right on the website, or they can select individual products. So we have a kit generator coming for nutraMetrix, where it would be the nutraMetrix branded products that could be bundled together and sold directly on the website. So again, I just wanted to be able to show you, that this is coming very soon. We have things available now, but the fully functional program for the APN for nutraMetrix is coming in the very near future. So in the meantime, what I'm going to encourage you to do is sit down with your NC and put together a strategy of how you can market your nutraMetrix products online. As part of that strategy, do a website audit, and see how your website is stacking up. Is everything on it current? Is it formatted and used appropriately for SEO? Do you have all of your services, and are all of your health professionals and staff members' names that are on the website current? Do you feature anything about nutraMetrix on your website now? If you don't have a website, or it's not quite what you want it to be, maybe it's time to give your website an upgrade. Reach out to your team members in nutraMetrix and see if they can connect you with a web center owner that can do an analysis of your website and show you what web centers can offer for you. Again, and then check out, you can learn more about the APN program if you go into your unfranchised back office, go under help and training, go under support materials, and search for the APN. You'll see some videos in there on using the APN, how to use the APN Widget Wizard, and how to use, there's even a Chrome sidebar where you can add things directly from Chrome to your widget to put on your website. But we're going to be talking more about that in an upcoming video. I just wanted to give you a preview of it. I want you to think about how can you be maximizing your website for your practice to make it easier for patients to find your nutraMetrix products. And then when it's time for them to reorder, you could just send them to your practice website, and from there, they can find the products easily. But again, as a reminder, you have to have your nutrametrix.com website set up. You want to make sure that the staff members know how to register people as preferred customers. And you want to make sure that you're appropriately connecting the links there, either by grabbing the appropriate link on the nutrametrix.com website at the bottom where the little paperclip is, or by using your link on your APN. I hope you found this helpful. I'm just going to check in if there's any questions before I end the broadcast. You can go ahead and type them either in the chat box or below the fold on the Facebook page. But hopefully this was helpful for you, and I look forward to, I don't see any questions, so I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast, and I look forward to seeing you on another educational program for us. Have a great day.